And now, it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, Corey Sandin, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, and Corey Sandin.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. I'm Pete Gray with Rock Cod Rick Maxa. We're in the world headquarters of Let's Talk Hookup, right next to very busy Shogun Sportfishing, unloading giant tuna at Fisherman's Landing there, and we're having a great time here. Captain Brian Woolley from Dana Wharf Sportfishing is our guest today. We have George the engineer also visiting us today in the studio, so you stay tuned. This is going to be a great 2 hours. Stay tuned. Southern California's sport fishing voice is Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook, YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan.
The reels that Southern California anglers have been waiting for are here. Shimano is proud to introduce the all-new Talica 40A and 50A reels. The Talica series is Shimano's flagship 2-speed lever drag reel. It sits at the very pinnacle of the offshore world. Shimano has increased the fishability of the larger Talica models by reducing rotational resistance at high drag and improving durability in critical positions within the reel. The all-new Talica 40A and 50A now boast Infinity Drive, which employs 2 drag washers housed on the side of the reel, allowing for an ultra-smooth, powerful drag system, while at the same time increasing winding power under a load by as much as 40%. The new Talica is built around a more compact, cold-forged machine aluminum one-piece frame. Plus, there's also a new higher high gear, built with a Southern California angler in mind. The new Talica 40 and 50A are available now at your local Shimano dealer.
Captain Jamie Tennis from Seasoned Sportfishing here. For the past few seasons, a dart-styled metal jig has come into play in a big way for tuna offshore or even rockfish down deep. AFCO's crossbreed jig has quickly become the go-to for many since it came onto the market. AFCO's crossbreed jig is good to go right out of the package with a 4X treble hook, heavy-duty split rings, West Coast colors, and sizes 60 gram to 120 gram. Pick one up today at your local tackle store or learn more on AFCO.com.
Take a closer look at the Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. You'll see adventure, discovery, and even a little mud. These 4x4s provide the muscle, tech, and durability to go anywhere. Get your ideal combination of power and capability to handle whatever comes your way with the GOAT modes. That's goes over any terrain. It's time to see Ford in a new light. New inventory has arrived. Visit your San Diego County Ford dealer to take a test drive today. They'll be glad to hook you up.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Stoked to have the man, Captain Woolley, for 2 hours. You know, we usually get a little, get a little flash every day. Yeah, good times with a good
morning,
buzz.
Captain.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me down here. Good to see you guys.
George, our engineer, is still visiting.
I'm still here.
Great
Having
to
a good
have
time.
you.
Did some fishing.
Yeah, nice. For sure. Yeah, you caught some cod yesterday.
I caught some cod. I had a great time.
I have to post that picture later on
on
our Facebook, and actually Wayne might have done that already. But
Wayne was right on top of everything.
He's on top of everything. He's like the ultimate deckhand. Yeah, for sure. But you've been catching a lot of cod up there.
We have. It's that time of year. Yeah, absolutely. It's been fun. It's been good. It's been getting the boat off the dock and stoked passengers and the whole deal. So, yeah, lots of that going on for our guys, as well as, some half-day fishing here and there, and some bass and sheephead and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, we're rolling. Good time of year for us.
Awesome.
Yeah,
totally. So what's kind of the schedule this time of the year?
Gosh, we try really hard, around our charter schedule to have a 3/4 day and a half-day boat every single day.
Always.
So
every day.
Our 3/4 day leaves at 6 a.m., back at 3, sometimes later, depending on where we're at and what we're doing. And then during the week, we have a 10 o'clock half-day. And then on the weekends, we have a double half-day, 6:30 and noon.
Is that year-round?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the 10 o'clock half day kind of goes away during the summer because we're just cranking. It's this time of year that we have that.
It's always been one of my favorite things about Dana Wharf is, like, you guys are so about your customers, have been, always will be, that, like, the boat schedule or the boats that run the trip might be different because you're always, goal number one is always to accommodate the customers. Like, no matter what, there's going to be a half day and there's going to be a 3/4 day. Where a lot of other places, if that particular boat is chartered, well, that's it.
That run's gone.
No half day today. And, like, you'll play musical boats, musical captains, whatever.
Totally.
to make sure that the customer always taken care of.
Absolutely.
I
So
love
yeah,
that.
we don't have like a set boat with a set run.
Right.
We don't have a set 3/4 day boat. So one day it might be on the Clemente, one day it might be on the Dana Pride. Some fun, who knows? But yeah, same with the half day. So it bounces around, which is good.
And how fun for you and your colleagues too. Like everybody's, gets a different pice of the coast to look at every once in a while, or
Totally.
a different time
Switch it
limit to
up.
get it done in, or
Right.
yeah. I just think that's so fun.
Yep. It's
Any
good stuff.
island trips this time of the year?
No, well, the Fury they just dialed it back. They're done for their season. They just wrapped it up yesterday, I think,
Oh, cool.
at Clemente. So there's that. The Catalina stuff for us is more of a summer deal. So yeah, we don't really fish it into the fall here, into the winter. It slows and tightens up there as it is anyways. I mean, there's still a little bit to catch, but not enough to get a boat out there.
Okay.
Charter boat, someone wants to charter and go, for sure, we'll take them out there.
Yeah.
But a successful season, man. It just seemed like it was a great one. I know a little bit plagued with wind at the beginning, but it just seemed like week after week. We always enjoy getting your report so much, and it just seemed like it was a steady year. Maybe not the flashboard, biggest
Right.
catch, biggest whatever, but it just seemed like a really good, steady fishing kind of every week that we talked to you.
It
seemed like you
was,
guys had a good one.
it was different. It wasn't gangbusters, kind of like you said, but we were busy.
Yeah.
It was a good busy, and we were catching it. We didn't see the offshore stuff, right? That tuna or whatever never got up really into our zone and settled in where we could catch on it. There was really no yellowtail or anything on kelps. That kind of stuff didn't materialize. The water was great, and there was plenty of bait. Just that stuff wasn't in our zone, so it was calico bass,
Yeah.
sand bass, just our bread and butter.
Yeah.
That's our niche,
Sea
and that's what we
bass,
do get at.
it's
A few here and there.
yeah,
Yeah, some guys catching some of that, but just a good season, and we stayed busy. So it's all you can ask for, and we had stoked passengers, so it was good.
It just seemed like week after week, you would say the same thing, man. If a guy came out with some light line and a bass rod and some lead heads and a plastic, you were busy the entire afternoon.
Totally.
And it just seemed that way the whole season.
It was.
And it's so much fun fishing that up there. Like, it's such a cool place to get to do that.
Totally.
The bass action is so high, and yeah, I dig it.
We were busy, and it was fun fishing, and our people were stoked. So
It's great.
So water temperature pretty much normal up there?
64 to 66 still
Is that normal
on the
this
beach.
time of
Yeah,
year?
this is pretty normal.
Yeah.
We haven't had that wind, knock on wood, that's really knocked it down. It's coming at some point, right? We know it's gonna dip, but there's still fly line bass to be caught,
great.
sliding egg sinker bass to be
I
caught,
know
dropper
Sports
loop
Bar
stuff.
was out yesterday catching them. Huh?
He always catches them.
He's always, no matter what the water temperature is, right?
Yeah. Yep. He's always busy.
He's always there. And Dana Wharf, Mark Wish yesterday was talking about bait all over the place. Are you
Yep.
seeing a lot of squid?
There-
When Mark Wish talks
He's
bait,
always
he talks
squid, right?
Yeah.
There's been a little dabs of squid on the beach through our little stretch, not a lot. I would say it's anchovy. That stuff's all over the place. Like we came back from the 14 yesterday, and for 8 miles inside the bank, it was just anchovies and dolphin as far as you could see. And there's whales in it, so our whale watching's been really good because of it.
What kind of whales this time?
Mostly humpback whales are seeing in
Humpbacks
that
are
stuff.
still,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's been, there's a lot of life and a lot of bait, which I think is part of the reason why we didn't see a lot of that offshore fish up here. Well,
Yeah.
why would it come up here to feed and to find when there's plenty of that everywhere else? So
Yeah. We Wayne and George and I went cod fishing after the show yesterday, and got a scoop of bait at Everingham Brothers, and they had beautiful sardine, like 4 or 5 inch sardine,
Perfect.
just gorgeous, hot,
Really nice.
stuff you'd
Yeah,
want in the
cool.
middle of the
Lively.
summer, right?
Nice.
Yeah, really nice. Is that what you're having?
that's
up
what we
there?
have. Yeah. We have a little mix of that and a little bit of anchovy,
A little
in our
anchovy
bait.
too.
Yeah. So
that's
that
nice.
stuff's in there. Yeah.
It's like
good bait.
It doesn't get any better than that.
No. And gosh, man, the bait company grind this summer, huh? Those guys are just,
it's
holy
tough.
cow.
Did you have the same situation we had down
We
here?
did,
with
but
shortages and...
yeah, we did. I think it was everywhere.
Yeah.
But you manage. You save your bait. You make it work. You take a little less and you stretch it out. And like Rick said, we're fortunate to have good habitat and stuff where, we'd love to have more bait, but we can make it work with what they
you
had for us. So I was able to.
But they worked time.
It was insane.
Endless.
Insane.
Trying to
Yeah.
find bait for everybody.
Yeah, and it's hard to see him swing and miss, because you feel for him. You're like,
Yeah.
dude, that's tough.
Imagine how
So,
frustrating that
totally,
is.
100%.
It's one of the things that makes you so proud of the fleet here and like how they work with Everingham Brothers. Like, I mean, that's the most important. Our industry was built on live bait fishing. Nobody takes for granted, but it's easy to forget about it. That you just pull up to that receiver every single day of your life, and it's always there. And there's always an unlimited amount, and you don't ever think about it. And I mean, when it wasn't there, I mean, that's everybody. That's Woolley's livelihood and everybody else. But never one time was there a gripe about the bait. You know what I mean? Like everybody knew how hard those guys were working.
tough.
Like that. That's the thing that never came up. The most important part of the whole deal is having that bait. And when it wasn't there, the thought never is on those
Right.
guys. It was just like, man,
Right, and it's part of the equation that most of the guys don't see, right? They're out late or early,
Totally.
and they're back before maybe you see it or whatever. So when you're seeing them during the day coming in at 10 or 11, you know that they had a grind, right? But, yeah, it's been interesting.
Nice that the boxes are nice and full again.
Totally. Totally.
Now, has anything changed in the parking situation up there? Is it all?
So there's a giant parking structure. Yeah, it's changed. We don't own it, so we have to play by the rules of the parking people. But yeah, there's a fee to park. Exactly what it is, I don't really know.
Yeah,
I think.
But there's plenty of parking.
But there's zero shortage of parking.
Right. That's
so
the upside.
And it's close
really
and it's
great.
not far. But yeah, it's a few bucks.
Yeah.
So
it's like right there where that open lot was. I haven't been up there
exactly.
in a while.
Yeah, it's exactly.
It's
where
just
it
a
is.
big giant.
It's big. It's nice. It fits the aesthetic. Everyone was all worried, it's going to stand out. It looks nice. They did a great job.
Cool.
It blends in and it's good.
So you have no worries. So what's the procedure when you come to Dana Wharf Sport Fishing? Do you drop your gear off first and then go park, or what's it?
Yeah, you can come in, get checked in. I do believe that you could park straight away, or you could go to the office, and I think you can, get your parking there through the office as well, and then get checked in. Go set your tackle by the boat and line up, and then go park your car and come back. It's it's a 2-minute walk from the office, so it's not far.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. And so you're running the 3/4 day.
We do this time of year. We're doing some 3/4. Again, we're mixed. Like one day will be.
So
3/4.
what about you though?
I'm on the Some Fun.
Yeah.
We've been running some 3/4 day
so
stuff.
you'll do 3/4, half, whatever.
Whatever. Gosh, during the summer we were all over
How
the
do
place.
you know when you're?
Well, we get a schedule ahead of time, right? So we're kind of like, okay, plan out our week.
Yeah.
Pick the brain of the guy that fished the day or two half day before us and figure out what's going on. And then, the guys that are running 3/4 day will kind of pick your brain for their shot when they're out there.
And you guys have a tight family.
It's tight, yeah.
I love it.
Information shared. There's no, anyone better than anybody else.
Right.
It's all, we're all there to get the boat off the dock and get our people some fish.
Okay, you're going 3/4 day fishing today.
Okay.
Where are you going? What are you going to do?
Okay, today 3/4 day. The guys would be on the 14, I pretty much guarantee, depending on the passenger
14
load,
mile bank.
on the 14-mile bank. Yeah, I think we'll fish that if we have 25 or less anglers just because of the depth.
Sure.
Right? It's tricky with that many guys drifting.
How deep is it that you're fishing?
So we've been fishing anywhere from 80 to 150 fathom. So it's been deep, stretching out some fishing line for sure. And guys are fishing double dropper loops with the 16-ounce sinker. Seems to be kind of the magic number out there, that 1-pound sinker. Or the jigs. I can't tell you the amount of slow pitch guys that we're seeing out there. I talk about it every week, but it's been cool to see, and those guys do great.
The
Guys
quality of
play
that deep water
It's
cod
insane.
too is insane. Like I'm a huge fan. I'm a big follower of the social media from Dana Wharf, and it's just like every day there's pictures of whatever big Floridas or cool exotics or weird creatures from the deep,
Yeah,
and it's
totally.
been so good. The depth, the extra depth, whatever you call it, allowance season, whatever you call it, has been really fun.
It's been fun. It's helped us for sure. And like you said, we've been catching some of those hake, some of that weird
That's cool.
stuff, and black gill rockfish and big bocaccios and all kinds of cool stuff. So
Yeah.
it's been
And
fun.
what's the gear? I mean, what's the rod and reel setup for that?
So rod and reel for the slow pitch or for the live
For
bait?
live bait.
Live bait. Guys are fishing like a Trinidad 16 or a 20 with 50-pound braid and 30, 40-pound mono.
Nice.
And just a 7 to 8 foot rod.
Yeah, easy.
And
Lots
then-
of cranking though.
Yeah, lots of cranking.
No shortage.
And a lot of guys fishing electric reels now too. That's been lots of electric reels on the boat.
Yeah.
Make life a little simple.
There's so much. See a lot of those new electric reels that have the battery. You can put the battery pack
Yep,
on,
exactly.
on the rod. And stuff
Exactly.
like that.
Lots of guys fishing those too.
Especially that deep.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to see, as those electric reels become more and more common. Like it's fun watching the technology start to change for batteries and battery packs, and I still don't know anything of it super fresh yet. But trying to keep my eyes on all those things. There's companies that are making batteries that are built into the butt section of the rod. Like how
Right.
an AFCO unibutt screws into the back of the rod. They're making basically butt sections that the battery is all internal into that. It's going to be fun to see how all that develops as the years go on.
Yeah, for sure. There's a new market for that.
Totally.
Yeah, definitely.
Lots of batteries and reels for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the bait when you're fishing that deep?
Sardine,
Doesn't matter.
anchovy. Yeah, pin
Yeah.
2 or 3 anchovies or sardines on your hook and send it down. Or squid, whole squid, fresh dead squid, strip, whatever.
When you're making your dropper loop, what hook are you using?
We just like the J hook. So you have guys that
doesn't matter?
it doesn't matter. I like the straight shank hook, the offset stuff sometimes.
Or octopus or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
3-0, 4-0 hook. I like a big hook.
Yeah.
And just straight loop it on. We don't really tie the hook onto the loop. I think if you're fishing heavy enough mono, that 30 or 40 pound, it's not going to pull and break through.
Not
then
with a rockfish.
And then if you get in a tangle, we can pull your hook
totally.
off.
Yeah.
And pull you out of the
that's a good
tangle.
idea.
Your tangles aren't going to tie in a knot underwater. It's all
Right.
twists. So if you can get everything tight and pull it apart, then you can get the tackle off. It makes it easy to pull the tangle out. You know.
That sounds good. Yeah, well, as you can hear, we have a great show lined up for today. A lot to talk about with Captain Brian Woolley, Dana Wharf Sport Fishing, and the kind of the, we wouldn't call it the off season. It's just kind of the winter season.
Yeah, it's pull it back and, it's not
Fun.
the stressful season. Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
and you could start your maintenance here on some of the boats.
Yeah. Well, we've got some fun projects ahead in January, and that's the beauty of having multiple boats is you can kind of take a boat and get it dialed and work.
Pull one out, put another one in, and
just kind of cycle it through.
That's great.
Totally.
Well, you're a popular guy because the phones are packing up and they want to talk to you. So, and we're going to have a great show.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Always one of my most favorite people to have in here, Captain Brian Woolley, one of the most knowledgeable guys of fishing the entire coast up and down the beach. It's going to be a great day talking to one of our favorite spots, and that's Dana Wharf Sport Fishing. Now, if you want to join us this morning, we would love to hear from you. Give us a call at 833-288-0973. Again, 833-288-0973. Or you can reach us on the text. The text the show option, always such a fun part of the show. The only way to send in your text message questions is through the Let's Talk Hookup app. It's a free download. It's also the easiest way to catch all the archive shows. If you missed a hot tip from Woolley today and you want to play it back next week, that's the way you do it, is through that Let's Talk Hookup app. And again, the only way to send in your text questions. Along with that, make sure you include your name and your phone number. That's all we need is a little contact info in case you win the great prize at the end of the show today. And
yeah.
And we'll be
we're going to give away some trips.
We are. Let's do
Hey.
Let's do 2 3/4 days and 2 half days. Yeah, we can
wow.
stoke. So
Okay.
texters and callers.
I
right?
love
we
it.
can
One
flip
for
a
the
coin
texter,
and
one for the caller.
Yeah, we'll flip a coin and see who gets what.
Yeah.
Sounds good to
great.
me. So everybody
Everyone wins.
And they're going to get a new 2026 Bill Varney calendar. To
Oh,
go on.
sweet.
I love it.
Yeah,
Packed.
so
So,
how about that?
couple 3/4 days, couple half days, a new calendar. We got a great show coming with a great bud. Again, if you want to join us, talk to Captain Brian Woolley, 833-288-0973 is how you reach us. When we come back, we're going to be taking your phone calls, reading those texts. A lot of great info coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's Sport Fishing Voice. This is the Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook and YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan.
This is Captain Tim Ekstrom from the long-range vessel Royal Star. With my partners Randy Toussaint and Brian Sims, we have set the bar for the long-range fishing experience. Spring 8-day, summer 5-day, or fly-down, fly-back 11-day winter trip, we deliver the highest quality long-range voyage you will find. From our premium RSW fish storage to our top-of-the-line chefs and crew, Royal Star distinguishes itself from all others. Want to grab a spot on the Royal Star? Check us out at RoyalStarSportFishing.com or call Tracy at 619-224-4764.
Turner's Outdoorsman, Southern California's #1 shooting, hunting, and fishing tackle retailer since 1971, is right in your neighborhood. Now with stores throughout Southern, Central, and Northern California. No one does it better. Turner's Outdoorsman brings you the best prices and selection, plus a knowledgeable staff that will help make your day on the water or in the field more fun. Stop by your neighborhood Turner's Outdoorsman. To find a location nearest you, check the web at turners.com and sign up for special deals and more.
I've had the opportunity to fish many places in many different types of water, but never have I fished a place as much fun as Katmai Lodge in Alaska. Hello, my name is Harold Davis, typically fishing in the ocean, but this is an experience that you have to try for yourself. Fish natural rivers with tens of thousands of fish coming up. And they have all the gear: spinning, bait casting, fly rods, kings, silvers, pinks, sockeyes, and my favorite, the chums. Outstanding food, outstanding accommodations, great service. The lodge is located in the beautiful Katmai National Park, filled with amazing wildlife. Brown bears, moose, eagles, otters, and it has spectacular scenery. And also the fact that the lodge is located right on the Alagnak River and your boat is just steps away from your room makes it great. Do yourself a favor. Call Charmel at 1-800-330-0326 or go online, katmai.com. And like Pete says, they will hook you up.
A top fleet and superb fishing is what Seaforth Sport Fishing in Mission Bay is all about. With free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, it's no wonder wonder Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limit, Elgato Dos, Pride, Tribute, Pacifica, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth, Sea-Watch, and San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or regular open party schedule, check seaforthlanding.com. Run by fishermen for fishermen in Mission Bay.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Having a great time here. Captain Brian Woolley this morning. Again, if you want to join us, it's 833-288-0973.
Yeah, indeed. And phones are packing up. Jeff is standing by at the fan. 833-288-0973. Have a chance to win 2 half-day trips at Dana Wharf Sport Fishing and 2 3/4-day trips at
Double
Dana
winner.
Wharf Sport Fishing. Yeah, and you get a 2026 Bill Varney CCA calendar, which are now available to your local tackle shops, surffishtackle.com. So it's a bonus day for callers and texters. And let's go ahead and jump to the phones, Rick.
You got it, man. We're going to get started off this morning with John. He's calling us from Colorado Springs this morning.
Wow.
What's up, John? Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Well, guys, you're getting me all pumped. I want to come back. I got to come back next month. My
Get out
daughter's
here.
having a baby. But my question to Woolley, I was listening to a podcast, and I heard that Benny Florentino caught a striped bass. Is there any chance of him catching a striped bass?
I mean, there's always a chance, right? Will it happen? I would say probably not. But, yeah, that was a cool catch. He had that picture posted, and he was so stoked on that fish. But, yeah, I mean, in our zone, there's that stretch of beach at Doheny that San Juan Creek kind of dumps out, and that thing has been open and closed quite a bit, more than I've seen it in my lifetime. I mean, I grew up in San Clemente, seeing that thing open up and dump out. So, yeah, I mean, I think the guys on the beach that are walking the beach, throwing hard baits and stuff like that are the ones that are going to catch them from the boat. I mean, there's always a chance. I doubt it'll happen, but I think those guys targeting them from the surf are the guys that are going to catch them. So if you had that on your list, go talk to the guys at Hogan's in the tackle shop. I know there's some religious beach fishermen that work in that tackle shop. So those guys are,
be able to tell you
they
the
can give you the inside out, what hard bait to cast, what setup to use, and probably even where on what side of that river mouth to go walk it. But yeah, that would be your best shot.
It's like the holy grail surf
totally,
fishing.
100%.
I wouldn't,
and it would be cool to catch, no doubt about it. Yeah, for sure.
That's one of those things that just has to happen for you.
You have to right place, right time.
You can't make it happen. You just got to put the time in and hope.
It's like
the
catching
stars
a
align.
salmon.
Totally.
Right?
Same exact deal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Down here.
Yeah, what is
Cool.
the more holy grail catch on a half day fly line and an anchovy and a kelp line?
In Southern California.
A SoCal salmon or a SoCal striper?
We've caught the salmon like that in the kelp. It's been a long time because we don't have a whole lot of kelp on there right now. But that's happened. But I've in my 28 years or whatever on the Sunflower, I've never seen a striped bass.
There you go.
So probably the striped bass. Yeah.
That's rad.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. You have a good time.
I wanted to start it off with a text I thought was a great one from John in Rancho San Diego. It was great to hear Captain Woolley on the show this morning. Brian, can you talk a little bit about the kids clinic that Dana Wharf offers? Also, does Dana do twilight trips? Thanks for everything you guys do.
Roger, yeah. So we got a lot of kids stuff. So let me touch on the twilight part first. Yeah, during our summer season when we're busy, we do run a twilight trip from 5:30 to 9:30. Again, it depends on the boat. It's not always on the same boat. And some really fun bass fishing. We have that bass derby that we do during the summer months, and that has consistently been the best time of day for our anglers to have shots at winning. That thing has been on the twilight trips.
And tell guys again about how you do that. Only because I think that's such a cool thing that you guys do.
So
it's
it's
release
so that catch and release bass tournament all benefits CCA, right? It's an awesome fundraiser for us to help CCA, and we get some cool prizes from our sponsors for that. And it's a catch and release bass tournament. You go out, you catch a 5-pound calico, we weigh it on the boat, we get a little slip going, and then we release the fish. You get entered as the big fish, potentially winner for that time of the year. And then if you catch the biggest during that month, then you win. And there's a buy-in. I think it's $5 to buy in when you check in the morning. And like I said, all that money goes to CCA. Last year, I think we raised $3,500 for
That's
CCA.
So cool.
Yeah,
wow.
Just through that bass derby.
Yeah,
so,
I love it.
Yeah, it was awesome. So, and then on the kids front, we do so much kid stuff. Like today, 12:45, our afternoon half day trip. At 12:15, kids come down to the boat. We do a seminar for a half hour with the kids before the boat even leaves the dock to kind of get them up to speed on how to pick a bait, how to get it on your hook, how not to be shy, get your spot on the rail. And these are the potential fish that you're going to catch with that live bait. So that's every Sunday from 12:45 to 5 when the boat comes in.
Through the fall, winter,
year
spring?
round.
For year-round?
Year-round. They try and run that as much as possible.
So cool.
At 12:45?
Yeah, on Sunday afternoons. Sunday afternoon, half day.
Always kids clinic day.
Always the kids clinic day. And then we have our kids camp during the summer, right? We have 3 sessions of our kids camp, and that has been so popular, not only for the kids, but I have guys working for me now that have been through the kids camp, right? So it's like the minor leagues defining your deckhands. You see the kids that are stoked on, and they come back, and I think it's true on some of our other boats. There's guys working, so that's a summer camp,
and that's so popular that like you need to be on.
You
it.
do. You need to be on it
the day the word comes out.
And I can tell you, I knew I was going to get asked. I wrote down here the kids camp, if I can find it on here. As far as the dates, I don't know. I'll have to put it out there, but. That signs up. I think it's in March is when the signups go. So then that'll sell out instantly.
I mean, you're here every week telling people, so you'll
there's plenty of time. We'll give everyone the heads up on that, but we do that summer kids camp, and then we also have some kids stuff through the city of San Clemente. We have like an after school fishing camp that comes out on Wednesday afternoons through the city of San Clemente Park and Rec.
So cool.
So we're super kid focused, and it's fun to see the kids. It's just a great family environment on the boat as well. Good regular customers that have bought into helping the kids and stuff like that too. So tons of kids stuff. I mean, it really is. I would say it's our bread and butter. I think we do a fantastic job, and I got to say, Donna Kalas has done a phenomenal job coming up with these concepts with the kids, and it's been fun to see it all kind of progress. Yeah, it's been a really good.
That's pretty cool. You guys have raised, shall we say, some of the finest fishermen in our fleet. Aliar,
right?
I mean,
the Dana Point pedigree down here in San Diego. It's pretty amazing. There's lots of kids on lots of boats that have come up through the ranks, and
at Dana Wharf Sportfishing.
Right? They come, they cut their teeth, they kind of get the work ethic in, and then they come down here and they stick sell. Right?
That's the other thing. Like, you guys are just so known for taking such good care of your passengers, and you look at all of the Highliner captains, that the amazing fishing that comes with them, and everybody that comes from the Dana Wharf Woolley school side of things. It's always such a high customer service background.
It's awesome to see these kids get it and do phenomenally well with it. Own boats and just crush down here.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, you're a popular guy. Phones are packed, so let's jump into it.
I was just going to say, you always hear the best guys, talk about that, the Franks and the Brian Kiyahars and things like that. You can always teach a guy how to fish, but you can't always teach a guy how to be a good people person. And the best people always seem to come from Dana Wharf for sure. Well, hey, we got a literally jam-packed phone. Next up, we're going to talk to Dave. He's calling us from Anza this morning. Good morning, Dave. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, everybody. Say, Brian, I really enjoy your reports you give on Sunday mornings. Great job there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
One thing I just want to throw out here is Tuesday is Veterans Day. I'm a veteran, but I was no war hero like my dad and my wife's dad. They both fought in World War II. I know I've met a lot of veterans out on fishing trips, so I know it's something we really enjoy doing. But if not for our veterans and those serving today, we probably wouldn't be here talking about fishing on a Sunday morning or going out and enjoying what we do. So on this Tuesday, I just want to give a big shout out and a thank you to all who served.
Very good.
Well,
nice
cool.
words.
Yeah, come on up. Tuesdays we have half off. It's half fare on Tuesdays. So if you and a bud are looking to come fish, you can save, half price on Tuesdays this time of the year with us. So, come on up. We'd love to get you on the water. Thanks for your service.
Happy Veterans Day to all.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, thanks for the call.
All right. Hey, we got a little bonus. We got Captain Frank Lepresti's on the line this morning. Good morning, Frank.
Hey, good morning. My God, the fishing is out of this world.
Yeah.
So, give you a quick report. Aliar on the Polaris Supreme got in from an 8-day yesterday. He had 100 wahoo. The biggest one was 89 pounds.
Jeez. Wow.
And I've just, I've seen bigger wahoo, not a lot of them, but I've seen bigger wahoo. But the amount of fish that are in that 60 to 70 pound range is just amazing. I've never seen it like this ever.
Wow.
Man. Just a beautiful catch of wahoo and tuna and dorado and some nice yellows. And then today, the Shogun got in from a 10-day with Blake Wasano running the boat. He did a fabulous job. He had tuna up to right at 200 pounds. and a lot of the 130 to 155, 160.
Jeez, how cool.
Yeah, I sent our engineer George down to go take a look at big fish. What'd you think of those, George?
They were amazing. They wanted me to clean them with them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was up to it,
Yeah.
But,
we even ate some last
night. This was Island Tackle Charter, and Kevin, the guy that owns Island Tackle, he, on a little shorty leader and a live sardine, caught a wahoo that weighed 88 pounds on bait.
Crazy.
Wow.
That's quite the deal, I think.
And that was a 10-day
Obviously, he wasn't using heavy line.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to Blake Wasano for being a great relief guy for Renee.
Yeah, how cool is that?
Oh, he's excellent. Now, the next little thing is Aliar left the dock at 10 o'clock yesterday morning. At 4:30, he called me. He had 32 fish aboard, 20 to 40 pounds, all bluefin, and he's 32 miles from Point Loma.
Whoa!
Wow.
Is he headed? How long a trip is he on?
He's on a 3-day.
Wow.
And so today is his first day of fishing. I believe this morning he has right at 31 more.
Wow.
That same class, 25, 30 pounds. And more than likely he's going to fish there the rest of the day and then slide down about 30, 40 miles and fish yellowfin all day tomorrow.
Perfect. What a great trip.
Because that fish is so close and everything, I called David Ibrahim, and he's putting together a trip, and if we can get 10 people to go, he's going. And he's leaving Tuesday night at 6 p.m., returning Thursday morning at 6 a.m., and it's $465 per person, which is a reduced rate.
Oh, yeah.
And if anybody wants a meal package, it's an additional $65, or they can just order out of the galley.
Wow.
So anybody that wants to go on a trip here, this fishing is pretty phenomenal. Anybody that's interested, you can call Fisherman's Landing and book on the Tomahawk. And as you guys know, Ibrahim does a great job.
Oh, he's phenomenal.
So that's all I have to report. I believe
that all,
Jonathan had a... Pardon?
Is that all for November?
Yeah,
Mid-November? Yeah.
Pretty special.
My God, that and I believe Evan on the Spirit of Adventure, he had something like 70-some tuna at same place Blake was, down on the Outer Banks.
Wow.
And, it's just phenomenal fishing. I know Jonathan's there right now. And it's just an amazing 8 to 10 day trip season, that's for sure.
What a great start for the
fall.
All
right, that's all I got to say. So
Frank,
take care, everybody.
Frank, that trip on the Tomahawk, obviously a day and a half trip, right, for a very reduced rate, right?
Yes, and what it means is he'll be able to fish Tuesday night, because it's only 32 miles. He'll be able to fish Tuesday night, all day Wednesday, and Aliar just this morning at daybreak had 30-some fish, and then fish all day on Wednesday and come back Thursday. And I know it's supposed to get some scattered rain Thursday, but he'll be at the dock by then.
That's awesome.
So there you are. That's it. So
was
if
it
you want to go on the
465?
Tomahawk, there's a good opportunity.
One last... Well, I was just going
465.
That's a deal.
I was just going to say one last thing with that crazy good wahoo fishing and now the shot at big tuna. Is any shot on long trips? I know between RP, your Shogun, and Spring, does anybody have any sprinkled spots for the rest of the fall?
Does anybody have spots open?
Yeah.
I don't think we do. I'm sure somebody does. There might be one opening. They'd have to call Monica on Royal Polaris, but there might be one opening on one of the trips. I think the 18-day might have an opening. So, and that's it. That's all we have right now.
That's
so,
awesome, that's pretty good news, Frank. Thanks for giving us the lowdown, and congratulations to those great captains and crew that are still getting them here in mid-November.
Awesome. Wild.
Sure, some phenomenal fishing. Okay, take care.
Thanks, Frank.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Frank. Appreciate that. Pretty amazing, huh?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
It's good fishing.
And wahoo of that. So I mean, when you figure the average wahoo that our fleet catches is 30 pounds,
Right.
40 pounds, to be hearing about
90
numbers,
pounds.
to hear
80s and
to hear
90s.
somebody like Frank LaPreste say it's the most 60 to 70 pounders he's
Yeah.
ever seen in his career. That's saying something.
How about that local fishing? 35 miles, and you're getting close to limits of bluefin?
Awesome. And then another short run down the beach for
yellowfin.
the same grade of yellowfin
Jeez.
fishing. Yeah. I mean, like I said, that we talked to Captain Mike. Their last trip on the Tribute had limits of yellowfin and bluefin on a short trip, and it's crazy the caliber of fishing that's still happening right now.
Yeah, well, that Tuesday night trip on the Tomahawk sounds like a good call.
10 guys for $465. I could see that happening.
Yeah.
I sure hope so. Well, the phones are packed. Everybody wants to talk to Woolley. Let's jump back in and talk to John. He's calling us from Escondido this morning. Hey, John, welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. Hey, so you touched a little bit about the kids and stuff like that, and then I also had a question about the parking structure. So I've got an F350. It's not lifted. It's got a 2-inch leveling on the front end, but would I have an issue coming down and parking in the structure? And then, like up here on the Dolphin, during the winter, it's kids fish free on Sundays, and then in the summertime, they move it to like a Thursday, and then a little bit more on your kids camp. That's something that you drop them off every day, and it's a week long, or how's that work on that part of it?
Right. So we'll start with your truck. I don't think your truck would fit in the parking structure, but we do have parking accommodations. People roll up in Sprinter vans or people travel, right, and show up. And so, yeah, we can definitely accommodate you and your parking. And I did get some update on the parking stuff. It's $12 prepay for your parking in our office.
Yeah, same as here.
Same deal. So your truck wouldn't fit. As far as the kids camps go, it's a 4-day deal during the week in the summer, and it's show up in the morning. We leave 9 o'clock. We're back at 3:30ish in the afternoon, and we instruct how to tie hooks, how to get lures, how to read the water conditions, where you want to make a cast. Like, we cover all kinds of stuff: how you hook your baits, how to select your baits. One day we might focus on, the kids are amped and want to fish sheephead. We'll fish sheephead with them one day. One day they want to make a rockfish day. We'll go fish rockfish, and we'll teach them, how to tie a gannion, how to select, the proper hook size to match your bait. Basically from A to Z instruction. In that regard. But it's come in the morning, go home in the afternoon, and go from there. Well, I don't think that was the 2 questions that you had there.
Yeah,
perfect.
That's it. Hey, I just got an update. Thanks a lot for the call, John. Just got an update from Captain Frank Lopresti that the Polaris Supreme actually has 3-day trip that leaves Tuesday that has 3 openings on it. Mm-hmm. So if you want to go with Aliar and go catch some fish on a 3-day on the Polaris Supreme out of C4 Sport Fishing, there's 3 openings. Just go to PolarisSupreme.com and book on it. Sounds like fun, doesn't it?
I'm going to call Allie already.
Strike while the iron's hot. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Willie might be okay.
Make that 2 spots,
right? Yeah, it might be a good deal for sure. So I have a great text here, and it kind of relates to some summer fishing. It's from Alex in San Carlos. He says, "Good morning. I've heard that the yellows and at the Coronados in La Jolla seem to like a particular model of and size of surface iron or yo-yo. What are the go-to surface iron and yo-yo jigs at Catalina and San Clemente Island for Dana Wharf Sport Fishing?"
Gosh, go-to. I think it's hard to break away from those tatty jigs for sure. Lots of guys fish those, but it seems like the hot new jig is, Matt's whole program and those guys with those 2 fish. Everyone's fishing those things. They swim phenomenal right off the rack. I know they have different sizes. I'm not real dialed on sizes. You're the tackle expert for sure, Rick. But I think the standard colors, your mint and black, blue and white, and your scrambled egg are kind of, they have like a beigey with a little green tip on it. We've seen some yellows caught on that at the island. And as far as yo-yo colors, I think it's hard to beat that scrambled egg, something resembling a squid, or even the white. I know Marcus on the Fury, they did catch quite a few fish on the yo-yo iron, and those I think were the hot colors for them as well. But we don't fish a lot of yo-yo iron on the beach where we're at in our stretch.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can.
I think you said it perfect. I think that's it. And that I'm really proud of those guys for their lure company, those 2 fish jigs. They've just been really popular. They did something that just doesn't seem like it would be. It wasn't a tough program to, both of those guys being from the boats. It was very easy to see. It's like, well, all you need to do is make a jig that swims really good and really consistency, and it's going to be really popular. That's exactly what they did. Small time guys like all of those jigs are made in a garage workshop in Santee, but they work really good. You know what I mean? And that is
the simplicity.
That
right?
was the kicker of it. They made a jig that swims really good every time. There are a couple of more dollars because the process of making them is more expensive. But when you know everyone swims real good, it didn't take a whole lot for those guys to see a lot of success. And
those brass ones that they make are really cool, nice and heavy, and dense, and great yo-yo iron.
Sink fast.
Yeah,
they're the JJs, their most popular size. That would be like your traditional size. That would be most similar to a Tatty 45 or a JRI 4.
They swim.
They're great. Yeah, they did a killer job. I like them an awful lot, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hey, phones have been busy this morning. 833-288-0973. One line open right now. Let's jump back in the phones.
You got it. How about this time we talked to Jeff? He's calling us from Huntington Beach this morning. Jeff, good morning. Thanks for hanging in there with us.
Good morning, guys. Hey, Brian.
Hey, what's up, Jeff?
On your boat quite
How
a
you
bit.
doing, bro?
I just wanted to say that landing there in Dana Wharf, it's like a family. I mean, all the captains, the deckhands, the office, they pay attention to detail. I do a lot of 3-quarter day fishing trips. Brian knows that, jigging. But last week, took my daughter out. Chad was captain, real fun. 15 minutes out of landing, tackle bass fishing, plenty of illegals, 4 hours of fishing, back at the landing at 3. Just what a great operation. And I tell you what, summer's over, but I still feel like I'm doing summer type fishing. You got the rockfish, you got the calicos locally, and that hospitality and that new parking lot, the elevators, your 9-foot rods fit.
Hey, that's it, Jeff. That's cool.
That's cool.
You know, Jeff brings up such a good point too. What like you couldn't put pencil to paper and draw a better sport fishing location than Dana Wharf. Not just the parking and convenience and all that kind of stuff. And it's easy to get to, like centered in Orange County, but easy shot up from San Diego, easy shot down from LA. But more so, you get on that boat. It's all of about 2 minutes to get to the bait receiver.
Right.
It's 10 minutes and you're in some of the best calico bass country. I mean, there's just, it's perfect. Like location for everything. Time to bait is nil. Time to fishing is nil.
It is. It makes it nice. And that's what's cool about the half day. Yeah, your time's limited, so you can get after it within, 30 minutes of the last line coming off the dock and the boat's leaving. So, and thanks for the comments, Jeff. Yeah, we try hard on that whole customer service stuff. And, that starts at the top. It starts with the owners, from the owners down. They push hard for us to, people are there to have an experience. Yeah. They want to have a good time.
It's a vacation.
Totally. And of course, you try to quantify your success by sending people home with fish, but that's not the big end game picture, right? You want these people to be stoked, to have a good time. Want the kids to have a good time so that they come back, their friends here back, right? It's a very simple equation, but it starts at the top, and it's been fun, seeing the kids that work with us now
with Don Hansen.
Totally, 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah. I love it. Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming around, including checking in with the catch reports, more of your phone calls and texts and more. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup with Captain Brian Woolley from Dana Wharf Sport Fishing. You're listening to the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook and YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan.
Have you been looking for a live bait hook that keeps live bait alive? Look no further than Japan's leading fish hook, Gamakatsu. It's the little things that make the difference, and Gamakatsu hooks drive the point home. With an absolute perfect bend and ideal barbs, your bait swims harder and longer. And when you get bit, Gamakatsu hooks bite back with a vengeance. All hooks are not the same. Go with Gamakatsu for infinite success. Gamakatsu, simply the best. Check Gamakatsu.com.
For local or long-range fishing, we have you covered. Hi, this is Doug Kern from Fisherman's Landing Tackle, the saltwater tackle professionals. Being a part of the San Diego Sport Fishing Landing gives us a distinct advantage when it comes to getting you on the latest and hottest tackle for your trip. Our expert staff knows exactly what you need for your long-range or local trip, and we will not sell you something you don't need. We carry a huge inventory of the right tackle. So visit us at Fisherman's Landing Tackle at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
Seasoned long-range fishermen know that the Red Rooster 3 is the finest fishing vessels in terms of technology, design, speed, comfort, and safety. This 105-foot sport fishing yacht meets every demand for comfort while delivering an unforgettable fishing vacation. Captain Andy Cates and crew are experienced, friendly, and sincere in their desire to help you have the trip of a lifetime. Book a trip on the Red Rooster 3 and you'll be back. Trips go fast. So check redrooster3.com or call Lee Palm Sport Fisheries at 619-224-3857.
Hey guys, this is Ali Husseini from Local Knowledge and BD Outdoors. I'm a lucky guy in so many ways, and one thing I'm really grateful for is my little brother Yosef. Yosef is not only a fellow angler, but he's also an amazing realtor that specializes in helping us in the angling community find the ultimate home. If you own a home, get a free no-obligation evaluation online now by typing in SoCalHomeEval.com. That's SoCalHomeEval.com. All you do is put in your address and you'll get a home value report immediately sent to your email. No pressure, no obligations, just answers. Yosef is the SoCal real estate go-to guy. He's helped me and so many of my fellow fishing buddies find what they're looking for in a home. He knows anglers and he understands the real estate market. Not only that, but he's also a really nice guy. How many brothers can you say that about? Go to SoCalHomeEval.com and find out where you stand in the real estate market, and then get with Yosef and find your ultimate home. Again, go to SoCalHomeEval.com and we'll see you on the water.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Having a great time here this morning, talking Dana Wharf sport fishing. Lots of fun with Captain Woolley. And man, if you didn't catch the beginning of the show, what an awesome prize. Very generous from the whole team at Dana Wharf Sport Fishing. 2 half-day passes to one lucky caller or texter, and 2 3/4-day passes to one lucky caller or texter. We'll decide that with a coin flip, as well as that killer brand new 2026 calendar from Bill Varney that we were all just talking about during the show.
Yeah, just talking about the November picture of, and this is something we learned last week when Bill Varney was here, is that wahoo picture. That's basically, that fish has no gaff in it.
Yeah, it's a free.
It's a
not a free swimmer. It's a free flyer.
Free flyer because he has a big popper in his mouth from the angler, and the angler's face just kind of shows it. But it was flying over the rail. It's like, George, those things have razor sharp teeth. It's flying teeth.
I'll let you handle those.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the way of that thing when it's coming over the rail.
Wild.
Holy cow!
But
Cool shot.
if you didn't miss that when Bill Varney was talking about that shot, that's quite a shot. It's a if
I had no
if you
idea.
study it carefully, you see there's no gaff in it. It's just coming over the rail.
Yeah, it's just such a
coming in hot.
Perfect shot. You just figure, oh, that was one that was all lit up. And, maybe they edited the gaff out of it or whatever, but no, that thing, it was up and over.
It's coming in hot.
I love it, man.
Watch out.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
So 2026 Bill Varney calendar is now available at tackle stores all over the place, as well as surffishtackle.com. And right now, it's time for the catch report, right?
You got it, man. And as always, it's sponsored by our great friends who power your boat with Norrisk Lithium. It's the ultimate choice for marine adventures. Norrisk delivers unmatched starting, trolling, and electronics power. Norrisk batteries are also packed with cutting-edge technology. Upgrade your marine power today. You can set up your system at norrisklithium.com or go see the trolling motor doctor.
Yeah, for sure. Norrisk Lithium, the way to go for sure. And Brian Woolley is here, giving us a live report, right? And,
Quick report.
What's going on up
What's
there?
been happening? So our half-day guys have been in the shallows, kind of mixing it up, anywhere from like 3-4 fathom out to 8 or 10. In shallow, they're targeting some of that sheephead and some of that calico bass. Again, I mentioned it last week. All that lobster gear soaking right now. It's just primo. That sheephead's awake and that stuff. You know, the lobster guys are stoked that we're catching it too, right?
Sure.
Because it's eating their lobster legs and whatnot.
So they hang around those lobster
They're on
boats.
on those traps big time. So.
And they'll do exactly that. They'll either get in the traps or they'll get a hold of those things and
Yep,
eat the legs
eat a leg,
off the
and then
lobsters.
it's just pretty much a worthless lobster for those guys. So there's certain areas that those guys are getting bit up a little bit better than others in some of those little shallower spots. So sliding egg sinkers, reverse dropper loops have been the hot ticket for those guys fishing the sheephead. A lot of our guys are bringing shrimp, just whole raw shrimp with the shell on, using those little chunks of that for the sheephead.
And that's one fish where that imported bait makes...
It does.
I mean, yes,
about that you can catch it on live bait for sure. We've caught plenty on anchovy and sardine and whatnot, but for whatever reason, our regulars love that shrimp, and it pays dividends for sure. So it's worth a stop. Sliding egg sinkers, dropper loops, a little bit of fly line action for the bass guys this week too on those really bright sunny days that we had midweek. Not a lot of crazy action, but you stick with it. It's that time of year where you got to have your confidence colors and your confidence lures where like I can make 10 casts and probably get a bite or two in those 10 casts. So those would be like your fluke baits, your little swim baits, 5-inch swim baits. We haven't seen much on like the surface iron or the hard jerk baits, that fish that was up in the water columns now. I'd say it's mid-water, that kelp bass is mid-water. And then a halibut here or there for those guys too. That's still totally relevant. And then 3/4 day, like I said, depending on passenger loads, we're either down in that Box Canyon area below San Onofre, fishing down there on days where we have quite a few more people, where we have to fish on the anchor. And it's been, double dropper loops for boccaccios. Your 2 reds has been pretty easy, sprinkling some sculpin and some whitefish. Easy catches on that stuff. And then on the lighter load days, midweek, we're getting out to the 14-mile bank there, and it's just been solid quality chilies, bankies, boccaccio, random, hake here and there, just some weird stuff. And the jigs, guys, this week we had like a little bit of southeast breeze and downhill current, so the boat wouldn't move much, right? You got opposing conditions, so the boat would stay pretty stationary, which was good for tangles, but not great for boat movement. But guys were fishing anywhere from 250 to 300 gram jigs, pinks, blue and whites, just pretty much whatever you get down there. So,
do you catch a lot of the restricted fish on the Fish and Game list?
We do.
Like, what would that be?
We catch a lot of cowcod.
A lot of cowcod.
And there's a lot of release
in the deep water.
In the deep water. And, the regulations now, you're required to have a descending device on your boat. And mine's on a Tanacom 800 big
smart.
Electric reel because we're catching quality. I mean, it's some nice cowcod.
How much weight do you have on that?
Some days we're dropping with 8 pounds. Some days we're dropping with 15.
Wow.
Whoa!
Yeah,
you think about something that comes up to the size of a bleach ball,
right?
A beach ball, rather. It takes a lot to
totally takes a lot to get him
down.
back down there, but it does, and it's good. We're quick on getting it in the water, right? We get the hook out, we get the device down, boom, it's right over the side and right back down. And we're seeing some bronze spotted rockfish. Mm-hmm. I mean, that stuff lives out there. Yeah. That's where that stuff lives. So yeah, we're catching it and we're descending it as fast and as responsibly as we can.
Perfect.
So,
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
What kind of descender do you guys use?
I use the Sequelizer.
Yeah, that thing's legit.
And we'll, sometimes we'll have a couple fish come up at a time, small bronze spotted or whatever, and we have them kind of like daisy chained together, 2 at a time with a big weight, and just clip it on with the swivel, and down it goes. And
we sell a couple of different descenders at the shop. Some super inexpensive to keep you legal. Some that just are basically like a pin that holds the fish on. And that Sequelizer, it's definitely a few more bucks, but that's the one. It's pressure released. The one that we carry. You can dial it up whether it pops back off at 100 feet, 200 feet, 300 feet. And then as you drop it down, as soon as the pressure, hits that depth, the jaws pop open, the fish just swims off. Like they're the bomb.
And they don't fall off.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
Right. They have different ones. They have like a deep water one and then a more shallow water one. And I know a lot of guys that like fish sand bass this time of year, and they're catching fish in 20 fathom, 30 fathom. Those things come up barrel trauma for sure. So a lot of guys will get those smaller, shallower devices and descend those things too. So it's good to have on your boat. It's good to get familiar with it and use it. If you have it, use it.
And another lesson is get familiar with what's you're allowed to keep and what you need to descend too.
Yep. Absolutely. And sometimes it's hard to tell, we catch some Boscos sometimes and guys are convinced, like we'll post a picture of it. This is a Bosco. No, that's a cowcod bite, right? But no. And it's easy. Right? We see it every day, so we know what it is, but it's very easy for someone that might fish out there once or twice a month and catch something for the first time and not know what it is and, get in a sticky situation. So
a Florida's orange and's got a bunch of spots on it, and a bronze spotted rockfish is orange and's got a bunch of spots all over it. But one you're allowed to keep and the other you're not.
Right. So pay attention.
Yeah.
For sure.
So the Bosco is close to
they just look similar, right? They kind of have like the same size, body structures, like, a smaller cowcod. Their spines aren't as long, but they got kind of the same model color, some of the same orange. Like
when you look at it, exactly.
We can tell right away what it is.
So many.
Yeah. Yeah. But for someone on a skiff,
but you gotta have that visual chart with the fish and the wildlife.
Yep. Somebody cruising Instagram always knows better than Woolley.
100%. They always do. Good for them.
Yeah, right. Well, hey, phones are packed. I have a great text here too. You have a great text, right?
I do. Yeah, it's one that I thought was perfect. And this one says, "Good morning, guys. This is Bill from Mission Viejo. 15 years ago, I took my son fishing for the first time in the Sun Fun. Captain Woolley saw us struggling a bit, showed us how to bait our hook, and that was all it took. From that point on, we became students of fishing, catching calicos to yellowfin tuna. Just this week, Levi took his mom fishing, and they filled the bags and had a fantastic day on the Sun Fun. Huge thanks to Captain Woolley for everything you do."
Heck yeah. Thanks, Bill. Yeah, Levi and his mom were out, and we caught some nice fish. What was cool is Levi got into fishing, and I think he was at UC Santa Cruz pursuing, some sort of marine science degree, in fisheries management or something. So cool. It's cool how, one little thing can pay off, big in someone's life down the road.
Yeah,
so
that day started on the sump phone.
Totally.
You know
That's
what I mean?
cool.
And like that day could have gone the other way. It could have struggled and not
100%.
caught anything. It's just not for me. But instead, love it, lifetime passion, and
Yep,
you know
absolutely.
that'll be how Levi provides
Cool
a living
stuff.
for his family from here on
Yep.
out. Love it.
Fun.
That's cool. Hey, 833-288-0973. Let's jump in the phones, Rick.
You got it. How about this time we talked to Hills? He's calling us from Ventura this morning. Good morning, Hills. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
It's a great show. I wanted to ask Captain Woolley, if I come down and fish, will I be able to meet Chris Pica and Captain Woolley?
Oh, man.
Also, do I have any chance on the 14th of getting a black cod?
Totally. Yeah, I mean, we haven't caught one per se. I know there's quite a few guys. We see some skiff guys kind of out the periphery on the deep water slope portion, you know, where it comes up from the 2,000 feet up the bank. There's some guys that are poking around out there catching black cod and stuff like that. We haven't really targeted it because it's just too deep for us. But yeah, I think there's definitely a shot on that. And as far as meeting Pica, no, he's retired. He's gone. He's in Kentucky.
Kentucky,
Yeah,
wow.
He's gone. He's working in a sporting goods store. So yeah, if you wanted to make a trip, I don't know where in Kentucky, you could probably go track
Somewhere
him
in
down there.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
Go track him down at a sporting goods store.
I want to buy a bass rod from Pica at a sporting goods store.
Hey, hey, Hills. Thanks a lot for the call this morning. Appreciate that very much. And I have an interesting comment and question here from J. John. And I'm not sure where he's from, but I think he's in North County there. And it's, good morning, gentlemen. It's a great, fun show, as always. Question for Captain Brian. How long have you been a captain, and what made you become one? Also, the most memorable time, most exciting time, and the craziest time you've had on the water.
Holy
A lot
cow.
of questions.
Other than that, nothing, though.
Other than nothing, yeah.
So I started at Dana Wharf in 1997, working weekends. I had another job, and I would just come down there. I worked with Todd Manser and Chris Peak on the Sunfun back when Todd was running that boat.
Wow.
So, yeah, started with them and been on that boat ever since. So
That's so
here we
cool.
are. Yeah, right. So I got my license.
What date? What year?
That was in 97.
97.
Yeah.
Wow.
So got in some of that El Nino stuff that happened back in the late 90s and, you know, that epic crazy sand bass fishing up through the, 2000s and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
we can pick it up on the other
continue that
side.
after that.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, hey, as you hear, we got another full hour Let's Talk Hookup coming your way, including more with the Catch Report. We're going to check in with the surf, find out what's biting, and a whole lot more good times from Dana Wharf Sport Fishing. You stay tuned. Let's Talk Hookup coming your way on the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook and YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan.
Do you know why 1 million customers visited Summit Gasoline last year at the San Diego Sports Arena? Because they give you the lowest price on fuel. Great service and easy access, even for trucks and trailers at their 24 pumps. Summit is known for the best price on ice, too. Almost half the cost of any other vendor. 25 pounds for just $3.99. Martha and her crew love fishermen, and they'll prove it by giving you 100 pounds free with a 35-gallon fill-up. Summit offers over 40 snacks and drinks to choose from for only 89 cents, and even a line of hand creams and lip balms for 89 cents too. Summit now proudly offers locally made burritos and sandwiches, made fresh daily and ready to go wherever the current takes you. Summit just upgraded their car wash, and for a limited time, get a deluxe car wash for only $6. Grab the wife's car, grab a cheap sandwich, and make up for the day on the water. Summit Gasoline, lowest prices, friendliest staff, easy access, and free ice. What more can you ask for?
The name that stands out among anglers is Fisherman's Landing, your top choice in local and long-range fishing. Our hardworking crew will make your fishing experience one to remember. We offer the finest open party trips from 1 to 3 days, the best charter boats available, and of course, our world-renowned long-range fleet is second to none. Fisherman's Landing is a full-service sport fishing operation offering great half-day trips on the Dolphin and full-day trips on the spacious and comfortable 85-foot Liberty. With bunks for your comfort, a huge bait capacity, and RSW fish holds to keep your catch fresh. Fisherman's Landing also boasts the best captains and crews in the business, from seasoned veterans to our young future legends. All our open party trips from half-day, full, or 1 to 3 day trips can be easily booked online at fishermanslanding.com or give us a call at 619-221-8500. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
Hi, this is Captain Ray Lopez, owner-operator of the American Angler. I've spent more than half my life aboard the American Angler along with my partners Brian and Lori, developing a team that's as good as it gets. I've been fortunate to spend time on the ocean with so many fine people that I look forward to fishing with. We can't thank you enough for being part of the American Angler family And if you haven't joined us, we love the opportunity to meet you. Text or call Lori at 619-223-5414 or check AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com.
Hey, this is Rosie with Cedro Sport Fishing. We have always been the leader with all-inclusive fishing trips to Cedros Island. We now have 2 lodges to choose from and both sit on the cliff's edge with relaxing ocean views and gorgeous morning sunrises. With direct flights departing to the CBX in San Diego, we are committed to providing first-class service to our guests and an unforgettable fishing experience. Come check out the yellowtail and calico bass capital in the world. Nobody does it better than Cedro Sport Fishing. Call me at 619-772-7570 or check us out at CedroSportFishing.com. Book soon. Trips are going fast.